In a conventional air squat, we want to keep our toes forward. Oftentimes I see the individual has their feet outside of the hips, knees are out, toes are out, and we create a bowl in the low back and stick the booty too far behind us. We want to keep ourselves stacked underneath the hips, knees straight, toes straight, and heels in line with the toes. A lateral lunge is a great opportunity to work the body in a different plane of motion. This works a little bit more of the hip and stabilization of the knee and ankle as well. Oftentimes, an individual will step too far out to the side, creating too much imbalance and misfire in the feet, ankles, knees, and hips. We see when the toes go out that we lose firing in our inner thighs, creating a bowl in the low back. We want to keep our core tight, just as if we're going to squat to the side. Push-ups are a wonderful movement with about 60 different variations. The basic push-up is often the one that individuals do the most. Usually we see the hands outside of the shoulders, the booty sticking in the air, and disengagement in the core. To find your shoulders, place your fingertips together and then rotate the hands back outward. As long as your fingertips are touching, you are under your shoulders. Squeeze the core, squeeze your booty, exhale on the way up. Plank shoulder taps are a great stabilization movement, including the core and upper body. In this movement, it's okay to put our feet outside of the hips to help with stabilization. Oftentimes, the glutes are misfiring and not engaged, along with the core. Remember, the hips include your glutes, your thighs, the front of your core, and your low back. We want to make sure the eyes are about 30 degrees in front of us, and our palm is flat with no mountains. No hilly hands.
If you awaken from this illusion.
Scapula push-ups can be a difficult movement for individuals to do. This movement is simply the shoulder blade moving forward and backwards. We are not moving any other part of the body, the neck, or the spine. Place your palms flat under the shoulders. Without jetting your chin forward, simply lower yourself and then push yourself back up.
You can begin to feel your own existence as absolute.
Renegade rows are a wonderful movement that incorporate planks with our back. You can simply drop to the knees if planks are difficult for you to do. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes, and then raise that hand right to the hip. If you need a little help, widen those feet. You want to make sure you're going to the hip instead of the breast. To keep yourself from shifting, don't forget to squeeze your core and squeeze the glutes. Eyes should be 30 degrees in front of you and chin flat. No Superman arms. Ouch. Bear crawl is a wonderful movement that incorporates range of motion along with stability and strength. Oftentimes individuals want to raise those hips, but we want to keep them down in line with the shoulders so that our core stays engaged. Move the knee through to the chest instead of outside of the arms. A WALTZ lunge is another great stabilization and strength movement. Usually in a lunge, individuals will lean forward. We want to make sure we're stacked straight over the hips. In this movement, there are 4 points. We want to step, come down, back up, and then tap in the center before moving to the reverse lunge. Jump squats are a great power move for the quads. Oftentimes, the only common mistake here I see is that individuals stay squatted as they're jumping instead of contracting with a full extension of the body. Inchworm is another great quote-unquote animal movement that is good for stability, strength, and core building. Again, we want to make sure that those hips stay in line with the shoulders and your plank is nice and straight. Prone reverse fly is wonderful if you don't have any equipment to work the back. Make sure the thumbs are up, not down, and the palms face outward. Our feet are going to stay on the ground up to the hips, raising only the shoulders, chest, and head. We want to make sure that the forehead and chin are down towards the ground in line with the spine to keep a neutral spine. This is to strengthen the rotator cuffs. For new videos weekly, subscribe. For daily content, don't forget to follow our Instagram.